Okay, so what are these headphones and what are they good for? In the same way that internal NDs are a feature that spoils filmmakers, wireless comms are kind of in the same category. If you've ever shot a wedding or a live show or any kind of live production, the flow of production is so streamlined whenever communication is efficient. Hollyland reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to take a look at one of their products, the Solidcom C1. I had resigned myself to ever even entertaining the idea of buying wireless comms because I didn't think I'd ever be able to afford them. But being given a pair has opened up a lot of questions for me. Mainly, would I recommend them to you? Are they worth the price of admission? First things first, let's just see what Hollyland gives you inside of the case. You get this hard case whenever you order a pack of the 2 headphones, and it's actually pretty nice. And when we look inside, we have 1 pair of headphones right here. That's the master set. And then we have another pair. It's one of the remote ones. They give you some stickers in case you want to label your different sets of headphones. And then also in this top flap, we have a USB-A to C cord. We have a multi-charger with a couple extra batteries. And then I already switched mine, but you can do over the ear or on the ear for your headphones. On one side of the headphones, you have 4 buttons. There's a volume up, a volume down, and then there is an A and B switch for switching to different channels if you need to do that. There's also a power switch on the bottom. On the other side with the pad, there's nothing but a release for the batteries. Muting the microphone is also really easy. If you want to talk, then just make sure that the mouthpiece is right in front of your face. If you don't, then rotate it upwards. The mic will automatically mute. The headsets have a range of up to 1,100 feet, operating at a 1.9 gigahertz frequency. The headsets don't use a hub, and instead just use a master headset and remote headsets. Everyone connects to the master headset automatically, and it's as simple as that. The batteries are interchangeable, lasting 5 hours on the master set and 10 hours for the remote sets. The Solidcoms are indeed pretty solid. I played with them a lot in a lot of different environments and use cases, and they were always reasonably strong. I wouldn't play with the limits of the connection that Hollyland gives you, which is about 1,000 feet. I think back to when I first started in filmmaking, and I was mostly shooting weddings. And what I would have done to have something like this back then. Back then, whenever you're on the right side of the ceremony space and you have your second shooter on the left side and you're doing like tactical hand gestures and stuff trying to get their attention. If I would have had this back then, that would have made my life so much easier. And I mean, even when you think about if you've ever been on the camera team for a live show, any kind of live performance, usually they provide, if you're a contractor, usually they're providing comms, but imagine if they didn't. I mean, getting the right coverage would be impossible. Not getting in other operators' ways would be impossible. So whenever I think about it like that, the more I think that these might be a really great investment going forward, just for the peace of mind that you get when you arrive on set. You know that you have good communication, solid communication in your case. And maybe you don't use it on every single shoot, but I think these might be a superpower in certain situations. And that's why the Hollyland Solidcom C1 is kind of an important product, because they're not that expensive, relatively, versus all the other brands that are reliable and known brands that are household names for filmmakers. You can pick up a pair of these for a fraction of the price and get solid communication, which is really valuable, I think. All to say, I would recommend the Solidcom C1s. I think they're a really cool product. I've really enjoyed using them. If you want to buy your own pair or a couple, I have them linked in the description. Thanks for watching.